Hey family, welcome back to my channel, Waking Butterfly Readings. Welcome, welcome. As you see, I am doing a intuitive slash psychic reading on the missing 36-year-old Kelley Brannon. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She's from Florida and she's been missing since July the 14th. I happened to be on YouTube and I stumbled upon a video that profiling evil. They were doing a video on this sister, and I checked it out, and I was like, wow, this woman been missing going on what 4 months now. So I'm like, you know what, I want to do my part and see what I can um, sense about this sister, and I'm going to call this reading Kelley Brannon. Um, tell your story. Tell your story. Okay. For those who happen to be watching me, it's your first time, much love to you as well as much love to my subscribers. I appreciate you. Let me give many of you some facts about this sister who is presently still missing. It says here the Live Oak Police Department is searching for 36-year-old Kelley C. Brannon. LOPD says Brannon was last seen by her boyfriend at the Sunshine Inn Hotel just before midnight on July the 14th. Kelley may have left in an unknown make and model silver four-door sedan, police wrote in a social media post. They say Brandon's phone has been off since the last time. She has not been in contact with family or friends, which has been reported as unusual. Police say Brandon also left behind all of her personal belongings. If you have any questions, if you have any information about the whereabouts of Kelley Brannon, please notify the Live Oak Police Department Investigation Division at 386-364-7464. Before I get started with this reading, let me just say this. What I'm picking up intuitively, and normally I don't have to put this kind of information out there, but this is what I'm picking up on, okay? Being led by the Spirit. Let me say this first. Whatever you hear and see here, it is allegedly, and it is for entertainment purpose only. All right, family? But I am led by the Spirit. I'm sensing that Miss Kelley, it's a good chance she's gonna be deceased. I'm just not picking up. I'm not picking up on the fact that she's in the land of the living. Also, I'm picking up on that she did not leave the hotel alive. And I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna be led by the Spirit and let the cards do the talking. This reading right here is Kelley Brannon, tell your story. Let's get started, family. Before I get started, let me just say this. I did hear on Profiling Evil, they said that Kelley, yes, she was last seen with her boyfriend. They had a argument, and according to her boyfriend, allegedly, well, I'm not gonna say allegedly, but according to her boyfriend, she walked out or stormed out of the hotel room. Okay, I'm not here to throw nobody up under the bus, but I am picking up on something about the boyfriend. Let me just say that. But I'm going to be led by the Spirit. I'm going to let the cards do the talking. This is Kelley. Tell your story. I will get started with the shuffling, and then I'm going to fast forward. I don't want to make this video too long. And I will be using two decks. The first deck is my tarot deck, and my second deck I will be using will be my angel deck right here. Okay. I'm seeking those things in the dark. I'm gonna bring them out to the marvelous light concerning Kelley Brannon. Tell your story. What happened to you, Kelley? What is it that you would like for me to know? What is it you would like for me to know on that fatal night you went missing? Tell your story, Kelley. What is it you would like for me to know on that fatal night, July the 14th? What is it you would like for me to know? I'm seeking clarity as well as confirmation. Tell your story, Kelley. What is it you would like for me to know? Thank you. I decided to go ahead on and shuffle my deck and just lay them out so you can see the way I work. Okay, family. But the next deck I will fast forward. All right, family. All right, family. None of this message is not in a divine order, but we are dealing with timelines. Okay, it's a lot of things that happened here that played out that I'm sure led up to her as far as her being as far as the unthinkable that happened to her as far as her disappearance. So just remember, none of this is in divine order. It's like a puzzle. You have to put the puzzle together. So let's get with it. I'm letting Miss Kelley tell her story, whatever it is that she wants us to know, and then I'm going to move to the next deck. Thank you, Kelley, for confirmation. I'm receiving confirmation about something that I already said. Okay. The first card is upside down. Upward, this is emotional loss. This is emotional loss. This is someone who's dealing with a emotional loss, but it's upside down. Now, this card doesn't necessarily have to be from Kelly perspective, as far as her dealing with the lack of emotional loss, she could be telling us, keep this in mind, she could be telling us about her significant other. This person could not be dealing with the emotional loss as far as what has happened to her. So keep that in mind. Allegedly, maybe her significant other is not bothered. Maybe he's unbothered due to her being missing. Keep all of this in mind, family. Allegedly. Or it can be Miss Kelly not feeling no type of emotional loss. The next one is upside down. I can't make this up. Upward, this is two company that has harmony in their relationship. Something happened within that union that caused a disruption. This represents lack of harmony in a relationship with two people. This card right here is discontent and boredom. This card pretty much speaks for itself. I'm going to read up on certain cards because they have all these cards has additional meanings. Let me just say that. But I'm only going to read up on the cards that I'm led by the Spirit to read up on, okay? So many of you can receive clarity. This is what I want you to get out of this reading today. So I will read up on this card. This is discontent and boredom. This card right here is triumph. This is someone who's been in a battle and they was triumph and successful at it. You know, they was in a battle and they were successful. I'm going to read up on this card. It has additional meaning. This card right here is upside down. Upward, this is material and spiritual prosperity. Upside down, it is the opposite. Now, let's just say allegedly, if Kelly is speaking from her perspective, she was either one or the other, or it could be both. Hypothetically, allegedly, she was either her money was funny, okay, and the material resources that she wanted to gain, okay, she was pretty much in a place of struggling and she was in lack. Let me just say that. Now you can have a job and still your money be funny. You're just not in a place where you are, where you have security. You know, you have a stash set aside and you have security. Okay, that's what this represents upside down. Okay, you're not in a good place as far as material prosperity. And then there is spiritual prosperity. This is someone who's spiritual and they are prosperous spiritual. Okay, this is someone who's not. So as I state, it could be one or the other, or it could be both. But I'm going to go ahead and say I'm picking up more. It's due to her resources. Okay, the resources were not there the way she would want them to be. Let me just say it like that. She was not in a place of security financially, to where she had a stash and she was comfortable. The next card is the crown chakra. This card represents I know. I know. This is Kelly saying I know. What do you know, Kelly? She know about something. This is her saying I know. The next card is upside down. This card right here, upward, this is a solar plexus chakra card. This card represents I can. Okay? This is somebody saying I can. Is this you, Kelly, saying I can? Or are you speaking about someone else saying this to you? I can. Somebody's saying I can here. I just thought about something. I don't know if this car was upside down, but if it was, I apologize. I can't remember. I grabbed it so fast. But this car was upside down. This is someone saying I can't. Alright? It's pretty much the opposite of what this card is saying. But I think it was upside down. Let me just say that. If that's the case, allegedly this is her saying I can't. Okay? I can't about something. This is upside down. Upward, this card is the base chakra. This card represents I have. This card represents I have, but it was upside down. This is someone who's saying I don't have. You don't have what, Kelly? What's going on? She's saying I don't have. And here, I do believe it was upside down. She's saying I can't. Maybe I can't in this relationship anymore. She's saying I can't something. Because right here we see the lack of harmony. So something was going on. Okay? I can't. I have. I don't have. This is upside down. Upward, this is the fertility card. This is someone who's trying to birth something, an idea, or trying to get pregnant. Okay? That's what this card represents. This card also represents growth, such as growth in a relationship that's moving forward. Okay? Is how you look at it. But this card was upside down. So it can represent lack of growth in a particular situation. Let me just say that. It can also represent, I'm going to say this allegedly, it can also represent Kelly could have been pregnant and she had a miscarriage. Because a lot of times this card pop up, it can relate to something like that. But I have to throw everything out there, okay? I have to interpret these cards as far as all the additional meaning that these card means, okay? What you can get out of this card. It could mean that she was pregnant and had a miscarriage. It can mean many things. Maybe she wanted to have a child and couldn't have a child. Maybe she wanted to birth something and wasn't able to. Okay? Or the relationship wasn't going anywhere. Trying to birth a relationship and it was going nowhere. It can mean many things. Trying to birth a project. Whatever it was she was trying to birth. Okay? It wasn't in her favor. Something was going on here. It says rejoice and celebration. Remember, none of these cards are in divine order. Only those who know her well, her friends and family, they would know what this means. This say rejoice and celebration. Or it could mean that we might hear some news about her soon as far as her whereabouts. Where her body could be or where she could be, period. This says rejoice and celebrate. So there's some celebration going on here. This right here is foundation and achievement. This card also represents inspiration. Okay, it represents inspiration. This could be due to what she really wanted. Family. Okay, this strong family foundation. Or maybe her background, she has this. It's either she wants this in that relationship she was in, or this is her background. She had a foundation, as well as she was inspired by this right here family. This is something that she wanted. This right here is the solitude card. What I'm getting from this card right here, if we look at it from this perspective that Miss Kelley is still alive, she's in solitude. She's getting away from everything and she's being to herself. But according to the authorities, she left everything behind. So this also could mean that she's by herself. She's alone. Wherever she is, she's alone. She's in solitude. She's not with anybody. She's alone. Somebody has put her. Somebody has placed her somewhere, and she's by herself. Whether it's above ground or underground. If she's alive, she's in solitude, one or the other. But she's still by herself. This card right here represents heartache and loss. So if there happens to be any news about Miss Kelley, it won't be good. The only thing I can think of is her family would know something. They would get some kind of news. But this is heartache and loss. Or, let me throw this out there, or allegedly, this could be Kelley, okay, on that particular day, or shall I say that the night or the evening that she went missing. I think they said she went missing before midnight. This could be her dealing with heartache and loss before she left. So it's how I interpret this card. But it's a heartache and loss. So allegedly, it could be in Kelley dealing with heartache and loss on that evening due to this right here. Or allegedly due to this, trying to birth something. Okay, this is the fertility card, trying to birth something, and it wasn't in her favor. It didn't work out. One or the other. Okay, heartache and loss. This right here is the hope card. This is a very positive omen. This is the hope card. I truly believe that her family they're going to hear some news soon, and I'm saying that due to what's following this card: victory and success. The victory and success can means good news. Good news. They're going to hear something soon, or it can also mean that the authority will gather up enough information that whoever did the unthinkable to Miss Kelley will be charged. One or the other, there will be victory and success. I'm praying that the sister will be found and her family will know her whereabouts no matter what. This is what I'm hoping for. According to the Spirit, Kelly trying to tell us to stay hopeful. Okay, there's hope. That there shall be some news about, or shall I say some updated news about Miss Kelley Brannon whereabouts, or as far as what other information the authorities have gathered up as far as the suspect. This is a discontent and boredom card. I want to read up on it. It has additional meaning. This card signifies a time when you may experience stagnation, discontent, and boredom, feeling of restlessness and impatience surrounding you. A relationship, project, or a situation isn't moving forward fast enough. Didn't I just say that? This is what she wants. This is what she wants. I just said that. But she wasn't getting that, and that's why it was lack of harmony. I just said that. Feeling of restlessness and impatience surrounding you. A relationship, project, or a situation isn't moving forward fast enough and could be draining you emotionally or energetically. what Kelly is doing, fam. She's giving us a little background as far as how she was feeling due to the events that led up to her being missing, okay? You're longing for change, and although one door may be closing, don't focus all of your energy on it, as opportunities will soon knock. A window or another door could quickly open. So obviously, not only did they have an argument, they probably broke up. Okay, let me just say that. But their relationship was stale. It was stagnant. It wasn't going anywhere. It was not going anywhere, and she wanted more. Okay, she wanted more. As I stated, she was trying to birth something. Okay, and it didn't have to be a baby, but she wanted more. She wanted the relationship to go to the next step. Okay, and if she did wanted this, she couldn't even get this out of it because the relationship wasn't going the way she would hope for it to go. It was stagnant. I'm sure Miss Kelly probably felt drained in that relationship. You know, you have those you have givers and takers. Okay, maybe to her, allegedly she felt like he was draining her. This is the solitude card. I want many of you to receive more clarity with this card. It has additional meaning. Stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. So this has a lot to do with why things jumped off the way it did on that fatal evening, shall I say. Um, Miss Kelly wanted to be heard, okay? And I'm sure that her significant other was a distorted masculine. That's someone who's, they're not attentive to the divine feminine in their life. They're not honoring their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts. It pretty much whatever they say go one ear, not the other. They don't take them seriously, shall I say? It says here, stop. Your soul is calling out and the need to be honored and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, and evaluate, and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some time alone to commune with your soul, and also to give the power of spirit opportunity to revigorate you with life force and vitality. As I stated, she felt very drained. Okay. It also says conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompt from within. When it comes to movement of quiet inner solitude, it really isn't about quality, it's about quantity that counts. The soul constantly draws to itself what it needs in order to learn and grow. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life and may be sharing his or her own experience, and you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. So basically, according to the spirit, this sister is going through some things. Let me just say that. And according to from what I read online, let me just say that they said that her boyfriend said that she had stormed out of the hotel room. Okay, because they had a steamy argument. Okay, and when I look at this card, it's pretty much relating to that, as though maybe she might have just stepped out and left, shall I say? So I just want to throw this out there because there was additional meaning to this card, and I wanted many of you to, get a more divine insight of what Miss Kelly could be really telling us. Okay, but for the most part, it speaks about her feeling drained. Let me just say that, and the need to rejuvenate. The next card I'm going to read up on is a Triumph card. It was upward. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self control and hard work and pres- perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumph outcome. It's time for you to be single minded and focus on the end goal. Visualize the success results as it were happening right now. When you achieve what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, you hear that, family? When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goals. Now is not the time to let go or allow the rivers of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your goals. I'm sorry, family, for the background noise. Grab your oars, grip them tightly, and steer carefully towards your highest aim or destination. This triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenge that you face. This is a time to tap into the power of knowledge of others as well as to use inner resources that are within you. All right. So, of course, this played a big factor that night as far as how she had to handle herself on that night. Okay. It's pretty much to me like somebody who's trying to take their power back. This is what I'm getting out of this. Okay. Somebody who's really trying to take their power back as far as, making the conscious decision as far as moving forward. Let me just say that. And for what I'm sensing, it could have been Miss Kelly that wanted to break up. Okay, I'm not really sensing that it's the boyfriend. I'm sensing this more on Miss Kelly, and she wanted to break up because the relationship was stagnant. And I keep hearing, feeling drained, feeling drained. This is what's feeling drained because the relationship wasn't going anywhere, and this is what she wanted. Okay, other than the spiritual, the material, she wanted this material prosperity, and she wanted this. Okay, as well as this. Let me just say that. But for some reason, it was out of her reach due to being with the person that she was with. She realized that she wasn't going to be able to get this with her significant other. Maybe he didn't want what she wanted. Or he could have been taking her for a ride, shall I say, going nowhere. And she decided to put a brake on it and was like, I'm out of here. I don't want this. Enough is enough. Because look here, that's upside down. This says, I have. This says, I have. This says, I don't have. This was upside down. I believe it was upside down. This was upside down. This says, I can. As though you can make something happen. This is, I can't. Not in this situation, I can't. So if these two were arguing that night, I can imagine it got real nasty. It got real nasty. According to him, she stormed out, but I'm just not sensing that. I'm just not sensing that right now. I'm just not sensing that. Okay. So real quick, I want to use my other backup cards. I'm gonna let Kelly finish telling her story using my angel deck. All right, fam. I'm using my angel deck. I'm staring at Miss Kelly picture. I'm going to say this real quick. If on that night that all let me just say all hell broke loose between Kelly and her boyfriend, if Kelly wasn't the one that wanted to end things. It was probably her boyfriend. It was one or the other. These two were definitely in their union was in lack of harmony. And as I stated, if it wasn't Kelley that wanted, after their little disagreement, if it wasn't Kelley that wanted to end things, it was her boyfriend. It was one or the other. Let me just say that. Okay, I want to kind of keep everything even, because just because what she really wanted out of the relationship and she wasn't really getting it, it doesn't mean that she wanted to leave. So, I want to kind of stay neutral. But as I stated, if it wasn't her, Miss Kelley, that wanted to end the relationship, it was her boyfriend. Okay, it was one or the other. So I want to go a little deeper with the angel deck card. I see those things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light. Kelley, what happened to you? Why did you disappear? Tell your story. What happened to you? Why did you disappear? What happened to you, Kelley? Why did you disappear? Tell your story, Kelley. Tell your story. What happened to you on July the 14th? What led up to your disappearance? What led up to your disappearance? What happened to you on July the 14th this year? On the day you went missing. What happened to you on the day you went missing? Tell your story, Miss Kelley. What happened to you on the day you went missing? All right, family, I'm going to fast forward.